So if you have a car that shakes while it's idling, I want to go over some of the most common causes and how you can fix them. The first thing you should check is your engine mounts and transmission mount. This is very common. When these mounts wear out, the engine can shake, especially at idle. Most vehicles have one mount on each side of the engine and another on the transmission. On rear-wheel drive vehicles, the transmission mount may be a couple of feet behind the engine. These mounts are what bolt the engine and transmission to the frame of the car. When one of them goes bad, you'll often feel vibration or shaking, particularly when the vehicle is sitting still. So always start there. If the mounts look good, the next possibility is that the engine isn't running properly. At that point, you'll want to check for any engine issues, especially if the check engine light is on. If you do have a check engine light, that actually makes things easier. You can plug in an OBD2 scan tool and read the trouble codes. Every vehicle made after 1996 has an OBD2 port located under the dashboard. You simply plug in the scanner, read the codes, and it will point you in the right direction. There are plenty of low-cost OBD2 scanners out there. Some are only $20 or $30. I'll put a link in the description if you need one. You can also go to most auto parts stores, and they'll scan your car for free. For example, if you get a code like P0101, that points to a mass or volume airflow issue. That tells you there's likely a problem with the airflow sensor near the air intake. Many times, it's just dirty and needs to be cleaned. Once you have the code, you know exactly where to look. Now, sometimes the car can still shake at idle without any engine codes. In that case, one of the first things I would check is the throttle body. These commonly get dirty and can throw off the engine's idle. This is especially common on vehicles like Toyotas. Take a look inside the throttle body. If it's dirty, all it usually needs is a good cleaning. Just spray some throttle body cleaner on a rag and clean it thoroughly. Another possible cause, with no codes, is low fuel pressure. You can check this using a fuel pressure gauge. You can buy one pretty cheap, or even borrow one from some auto parts stores. You connect it to the fuel rail and check the pressure. For example, if your vehicle is supposed to have 50 psi, but you're only getting around 30 psi, then you know there's an issue. That could point to the fuel pump, fuel filter, or fuel pressure regulator. Other things that can cause a rough idle include bad coil packs, spark plug wires, spark plugs, engine misfires, vacuum leaks, or timing issues. Most of the time, if these are the problem, you'll get a trouble code. For instance, a bad map sensor might give you a P0101 or P0102, and an engine misfire or bad coil pack will usually set a code as well. That's why, whenever possible, I highly recommend scanning the onboard computer first. It saves a lot of guesswork. So that's a quick overview of how to diagnose a car that shakes at idle but smooths out when you're driving. If you have anything to add, drop it in the comments. If you have questions, feel free to ask and I'll try to help you out. If this video helped you, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.